from the Relaxation
Yeah.
Station podcast.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Chris, the lovely Chris. You know me.
Yeah,
We
come
have
on.
Hazel, yeah, and we have Tucker.
Oh, yeah, boy.
We should watch Koi in the House or whatever it's called.
Now,
We should watch coriander growing.
I wanna start this off by mentioning we all know the guy that goes like, "We got a monkey in my fucking bathroom,"
Mean Jadine.
or like, "God motherfucking damn, my mobile clock, bitch! Oh
Yeah.
no,
Motherfucking Newports.
he's homeless."
That's cool. I'm happy for him. He's moving down in the world.
That's terrible.
That is all.
That's terrible.
He's like shivering in the cold on a bench, and you're like thumbs up.
I'm glad he at least has a good spirit about it. But
I heard he has
Does
an.
he?
I heard he has an Instagram, and he posts on there. So
How does he charge his phone? Does he do it in the local McDonald's?
I don't know. I don't know, Tucker. Have you? Maybe
What?
maybe they did in a place called Empathy. You should go. It's nice.
What do you mean?
Just,
I didn't make him homeless. Stop treating me like I did.
it ain't my fault. Why should I have to pay my taxes for them? Them lesser
Yeah,
things.
Damn people.
exactly.
I'm not a homeless.
See, that makes sense.
I hate all them damn sneakerheads.
I
What?
don't know what that word means, and I keep worrying that it's probably a slur. I really don't want to look
sounds
it
like
up
a
because if I look it up and it is one, then that's even less faith.
And what's gonna
that
happen?
I-
Who the hell's gonna be like, you looked it up? Time to die.
Mostly just because I really don't want to have to keep correcting you about this, and I guess I'd rather not live in blissful ignorance. Because then things like this might happen where I'm gonna have to edit it out again if it is.
Sneakerhead's okay.
Okay, I'm hoping you probably looked it up on Urban Dictionary already. What's it
Yeah, I
mean?
hate them damn dirty fucking sneakerheads.
Shut the fuck up.
What is it
No,
mean?
that's fucking lightning.
When the lightning is good.
Window, go fuck yourself.
What does sneakerhead mean?
Hmm?
What
Wouldn't
is
you
it?
like to know?
I'm sure that anyone listening would also probably like to know.
Well, they can look it up then. We have
They
the
have the
technology
phone.
nowadays.
No, we don't.
We do have the technology.
We do have the technology. It's valuable.
What about that man and his limited, like, 5 total uses of his phone? Before his phone dies,
Well,
and he has
he
to
should
go
have
back
got.
to
He
the
should have
empathy
had
machine.
money.
So
He should have been born with a golden spoon in his mouth.
I would say it's no. I really do want to like a taste of gold, like Donald Trump's golden toilet.
Like, the toilet specifically, or just tasting gold? Because, like, gold,
He wants
like,
to lick
toil
the
and
seat.
stuff is more or less flavorless.
Well, I'm saying it's a taste is like a kind of sense of I want it. I want a taste of what it feels like to sit on it.
Probably like any normal toilet, 'cause it's probably just gilded.
Gilded toilet. This sounds like a shitpost.
I mean, would you rather it be made of solid gold?
Yeah.
Do you think he would be able to
That
afford
would
making
be
it out of solid
immovable.
gold?
Probably.
No, he'd hella make it gilded than just brag that it's made out of solid gold.
He is not as wealthy as he likes to pretend he is.
What are you talking about? He only begs people for money.
Also,
we gonna-
we're talking about politics. Aren't
Yeah, I
we
just
not
realized we
supposed
should
to talk
not-
about politics?
I mean, you're just talking about a political figure's toilet.
That is fair, but that
No,
means like
we will just
deviated.
say he's not as rich as he is and that he's fake.
I mean, like, it's documented that, like, a lot of times he's just been, like,
Now, do you think the right will say that's not fake news?
Last thing I checked, the spaghetti monster owns the liberal left. So
I'd honestly be okay with worshipping a spaghetti monster.
I say Russia.
With worshipping a spaghetti monster, what?
I heard I'd be okay with Russia being a spaghetti monster.
did you say
I'd
a
be okay
pair of
with that
shoes?
No, imagine Poon just being a spaghetti monster.
Imagine Poontang being a spaghetti
Wait, did you just
monster.
say t-shirt that's orange? Whoa, wait. Did you just say I fucking hate that.
Whoa,
You're
did
an
you just
asshole.
say you hate the Antichrist?
No, I really do like I hate that trope a lot.
How much do you hate SpongeBob when SpongeBob did it?
A moderate amount.
Moderate amount. How do you compare that to when other shows do it?
Other shows don't do it. Just SpongeBob.
Just specifically SpongeBob.
Just SpongeBob. The only ones.
SpongeBob.
I'm SpongeBob.
I'm SpongeBob.
What's up with the recent like fluctuation of those videos as well?
What videos?
The internet.
I'm
The fucking I'm
SpongeBob.
Sponge. Yeah, those things. You know what? Why do you say no? What videos? You like quote it?
I'm SpongeBob.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Is that like based off the fucking NPC trends or something?
NPC trend?
SpongeBob.
What the hell are you talking about? You sound schizophrenic.
You know those
What?
videos
We
like
talked about it.
remember that video that you were showing me one time where it's just that lady repeating a bunch of nonsense words over and over again?
No.
Like slay, slay, slay. And then like it's like an Instagram reel or something and there's just stuff popping up on screen over and over again.
You mean like bad editing?
No, let me okay. I'll have to find an example of it when this
It's
match
a
is over.
trend where people act like NPCs with like simple dialogue and stuff. Apparently, a lot of people who do it can make a lot of money off of donations.
I didn't know that. And that's very
Hella
weird.
stupid.
That's very weird. It's like
weird.
that's like the same thing as I want to say duplex, but that's not the word.
Duplex.
Yeah, that duplex.
Duplo. Ding 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 ding.
Essentially, what's my name? I don't know my name video except TikTok.
Oh, but that video is good though.
But TikTok isn't.
My name? I don't know my name. Know what I do know?
I'm SpongeBob.
Yeah, he's
Shut up.
seriously on some shit. Fuck
No,
you.
he's speaking the truth. He's a real red-blooded American. Oh,
Mm.
now you're gonna kill me. Okay, I'm gonna
Is it
pull
a-
up the video now.
Is it a trick or like not a trick, I guess, a myth, or is it true that blood is blue?
That is
Blood
100%
is
of it.
not blue. What the fuck?
People
You
just
never
say
heard
that,
that?
because light refracts under our through our skin, and sometimes it appears as blue.
Now, see,
but it's
I was
not.
interpreted
I was
this
on the
as
both sides
meaning,
of history.
oh, but blood is actually just blue until it's exposed to oxygen. It's not a real thing though.
Isn't it? It's light red when oxygenated and dark red when it's unoxygenated.
Maybe, and no.
I'm pretty sure it is. If it's not that, it's the other way around.
Okay, here's the video. I'll send it to you real quick.
I mean, all I know about knowing things is that I was on both sides of history with that. I heard that blood was blue, and I immediately was like, blood is blue. Blood is blue, like a fucking mindless zombie. And so I tell everyone blood was blue, and then I'd say, no, wait, no, that makes no sense. Blood isn't blue. Then I heard it again from someone else, and it was like, oh, so blood is blue. Blood is blue.
So one of my, he's
Okay.
not like my cousin, but he's like, okay, so my mother has a friend. She lives on a farm.
Sounds like
We used to go
setup.
over there. What?
This sounds like a setup for a joke. Go on.
No, it's not a set for a joke. It's just like real.
Yeah, it's
Um,
real. Go on.
So we go over there sometimes, and she had this. She has this kid. He went to the same school we did. He's. I'm not gonna name a name because I want to like put him out there. But when we were way younger, I remember we'd just like walk around on like the massive areas of land around their place, and he would constantly insist on the fact that blood is blue. I had to like pull up tons of information to prove that he was specifically wrong. And he never. I mean, I hope he doesn't still think that, because I never really convinced him on it.
I mean, there's adults older than me who think that big, tall, black demons live in woods. So,
Well, that's fine
I
at
would-
least. And also, they probably need like therapy.
There's only so much therapy can fix.
Whoa.
Why is no one talking?
I was actually about to
You-
start talking. You poopy
I-
Well,
head.
start talking.
I also have a thing I want to talk about, namely about
My name?
my child. I don't know my name, but childhood experiences. Specifically the kind where you had a crush on someone, and then you like because you're a dumb, stupid child, you would try your hardest to act like it wasn't the case. Like you don't understand quite how love works yet. For me, okay. So in a elementary class, I was the only one. Well, let me put it this way: I was one of the many males. There was only one actual woman that was there,
Woman.
and so all of the males were like hamina 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 wooga,
Right.
like to the extreme. And fuck, I was like trying to remember because I was really young, really young.
Wait, wasn't this back? Was that a different school than the one where like those kids would step on your shoes all the time?
I was young, like younger than that.
Wait, but wasn't this kindergarten? Is that like preschool?
I don't know the time frame. I think it was not first grade, second grade.
You'll never make me cry. We have to have told that story on here at this
I
point,
don't
right?
think so. I don't think so now. But essentially where I'm going with this is I liked that girl too. I was a basic bitch and I was like, wow, ain't she so pretty? She's so pretty. And I told my close trusted friend Levi at the time about it. And he decided because we were talking and he just yelled very loud like, but you like blank, don't you? And we were in like a line because we were going in from recess, and I like started like shaking, like I don't, no, I don't. I start frantically looking around, like I don't, like I saw people look at me and go like, kind of stare, and I started like kind of panicking, like I don't like her, you like her.
So this is like Squidward with Krabby Patty. Did you get
No,
really
because
big thighs and then explode?
Squidward didn't say like, uh, I don't like them, you do.
I gotta get out of here. Oh, that's what Squidward sounds like.
We gotta get SpongeBob back.
We gotta get SpongeBob back.
We can SpongeBob back with this one.
We getting out of the sponge for this one.
But anyone got any stories like that where you just like had to deny or like act like it was the worst thing in the world if someone knew? Because people still do this in high school. Where they're like, no one can know I like this person, or else my life will be ruined.
I don't really have any stories like that.
Neither do I. I just avoided that scene completely.
Yeah, you never really had crushes. That's not you.
I'm trying to remember because there was one time where like there's this one kid in middle school during I don't remember what class it was. I'm trying to remember. I wonder if I can pull up my old portfolio from school and see if it's like anywhere on there. Let me do that real quick. Want all the story about never crying while I'm doing that?
You never cry. I don't know if I've actually told this story, but I don't think I have. So essentially, I used to get the back of my head slapped a lot from evil, nasty people, and as a young, stupid kid, I used to just yell, "You will never make me cry," and I'd slap the back of my head until I cried. They would also like kick the back of my shoes while I was walking down the hallway. There was this one time they did that. They kept like kicking the back of my shoes. I don't know, to be a dick or an ass or something. And I jumped, I hopped up and I jumped on one of the shoes. Thinking like, haha, I did it.
It was just like in Mario and Luigi when Mario and Luigi jump on the enemies and stomp on the enemies. This is weird. I can't seem to actually find the class. It was in middle school. Because I managed to pull up the thing. Was it in 8th grade? Come with them, judging by that being there. So that must have been... Would it have been 7th or would it have been 6th? It might have been 6th. So then looking at that, that. That's weird. I was in some class that I genuinely don't remember what it was about. We learned a ton of different...
I never finished. I just realized I never finished. Let me finish it real fast. So essentially, they stepped on back up. I jumped. I landed on their shoe. Then they punched me, and I cried, and I got made fun of for not being a man when I was like 7.
That's terrible. Was it by your family or by like just people around
The
you?
teachers, the faculty.
The
There was a grown. Yeah, there was a. I have experience like that. I stepped on their shoes. The guy that watched me while I cried was like looking at me in pure disgust.
Ew.
And I felt like completely ashamed about it. And I got sent to the office, and it was only women that ran the office. And they said I'd go to jail for hitting women. And I didn't even hit them.
You that part. I did not hit her.
No, I actually didn't. I jumped up because they were going to kick the back of my fucking heels. And I jump up, land on their foot. I look backwards, like with a smile on my face, like, haha, I fought back against my bully like everyone tells me to do. And then they fucking, like, punched me in the face.
Man, that must have sucked. Did that happen? Like, how long did that go on?
It must have sucked, giggle.
Chris, you know how I am with, like, unfortunate things happening. My immediate
I love it when
response...
people get hurt. Giggle.
I feel like I'm being singled out here. I do not like seeing people get hurt. Unless
I do not like
funny.
seeing people get hurt, Sam, I am.
But I genuinely don't remember what the class was about, the one that I was talking about before. Because we just covered all sorts of stuff in that class. I genuinely can't seem to actually remember a bit of it. It was like a lifetime preparedness thing, if I remember correctly. So just like being like, hey, you know, when you're going into the workplace, you're going to need to know this stuff. This is what networking means, and this is how it's generally done. I remember what the class was even called. It was like one of those enrichment type programs. But there's
Flex?
What?
Was it called like Flex or some shit?
No.
Oh well.
There was this one kid in there who I had a crush on briefly. And I was such an idiot. Just generally, and I know this is like, you know, everyone's probably been an idiot before about that sort of thing. I had not felt anything like that in my entire life, and I never really knew how to process it. Nor
So
did I
you
know
shot
how
a
to
tire in
like...
front of them.
What?
You threw stones at the windows.
So you shot a tire in front of them.
No.
You said, hey, watch this. Boys can run fast. I can do this.
This was middle school, not elementary. Have I told I don't think I've told the tire
did.
story on here
You
yet.
did.
You keep saying that? I think I told that the last time we tried doing a podcast, but I don't think we've done it on this one.
It do go down.
It's like
Shut up.
Look, I have personally edited each of the videos we've uploaded on here, and I don't think that I have told the story before.
I honestly feel bad that you have to sit through our videos to edit them.
They don't do it.
It's not
They
that
don't go
bad.
through much. Yeah, they don't like go. They don't watch every second.
Yes,
they just
I do.
like. Right? Do you?
Yes. I want to make sure
I
that
thought you just like put timestamps down of the stuff you think you need to edit out.
I watch through things, and whenever there's stuff I need to edit out, I just like put down timestamps of like, up, Chris said a slur here, or up, this is a bunch of space that could probably just be replaced with like an intermission, because like, it isn't. There was one time we were talking about a bunch of personal stuff we had to cut out. There are just things like that. They're like, okay, this needs to be changed like that, or this, or something like that.
I hate how you.
And
I hate how you bully
that's a
me.
good editor.
I hate how you bully me with slurs. Tucker said one.
He did say one,
Prove
but he
it.
didn't say multiple. So you
I didn't say
did both
multiple.
deny that it was a slur.
It's been said on. It was the name of a TV
You wanna know what
show.
else was said all the time in media?
It
You
was the name of a show.
I
Leave me
think
alone.
there's a character in Rabbids who have that name, the Mario Rabbids series.
I hope.
And they
it's
are
censored.
the stereotypical one with like the fucking stint. I just want to say that.
I hope that's censored in the EU or whatever. It's like over there,
Probably
because here in the
not.
United States, people don't really care about it as much, which is like kind of like I get why from like a cultural perspective, but still kind of fucked up.
That looked down upon in the EU and stuff idle. So
It is crazy how I was able to hear what you just said there.
Yeah. And he sounded like he was speaking through a pillow.
okay.
Hey, there he is. He's talking again.
Fucking thing.
anyways,
Alright, my fucking hand must have been over my mic or some shit.
Okay, so I guess that's two things that I need to talk about that I've already mentioned. The tire shit story and the... Well, I guess it's not even a story, this other one that I was telling before. It's just something that kind of... I look back on it and I am full of shame. Because I don't even think it was really even like a crush, looking back. It was more of just like a, hey, this kid is vaguely nice to me. How do I process the fact that someone doesn't immediately hate me? And I ended up just like giving them a bunch of shit whenever the class was over. But we had a bunch of other kids at our table, or like 2 other kids at our table, so I couldn't just like do that and have it be subtle. So I brought in like a couple of objects of notably lesser value. And I was such an idiot. And I should kill myself now.
Only a little bit.
Do I
Only
have to
enough to
tell,
where it hurts.
do I have to tell the tire story?
No.
You don't have
This
to
is the
say
part where
what
you're
you don't want
supposed
to
to
say.
peer
It's a
pressure me
podcast, not a
into it.
fucking interview.
How dare you to respect my privacy? Oh.
Not a
Alright,
fucking jury duty situation.
I've talked too much already so far. Anybody else have something they'd like to share with the class?
Go ahead, Tucker. Talk about how interesting your life is going.
My life was not fucking interesting at all. I was a fucking honor student most of my life who just followed rules and shit.
I like how much I've really ruined that.
Essentially, yeah.
Describe the shape of whatever foods you ate today.
Yeah. Describe
Were
the
any
shape of your
them-
urethra.
Describe the shape and like general scale of your penis.
What the fuck? Get therapy, goddamn.
I've been asking that
How's-
for years now.
How's the pube distribution going?
A nice thickness.
Needs mental
nice
help, psychiatric help.
How well do they retain your musk?
I want to block you. Shut
That's
the
what
fuck
they were
up.
made for, to retain pheromones.
I don't know why, but that
That's-
sounds like the most 4chan shit I've ever heard.
It does.
No, that's like the actual biological reason. It's not really like relevant, but
really.
sperm is very highly sensitive to heat. That's why, like, okay, I'm
You're having a
serious
good
talking
time.
about
You're having a
penis.
good time. Yeah, you're having a great time with this, aren't you?
So sperm and semen are highly sensitive to heat and often die when exposed to too high of temperatures. So
How do you
generally-
manage to, at the same time, say I'm talking too much and keep going?
Sorry. Should I shut up? Should I
You're
shut up?
such an asshole.
Oh, you're saying that what I'm saying sounds like some 4chaner shit.
I mean, when you say the pubic hair retains my fucking must,
No,
don't know,
that's
it
what it
doesn't
was
sound like-
designed to do. I
Okay.
don't imagine it does a very good. I
It was-
don't think it does a good job of it these days. I'm not sure.
Is it its main purpose is to like defend against STDs and shit?
How would that help?
I'm
The
not
only thing
sure,
it-
but that,
The only
I thought
thing
it was
does
just
is,
to keep your privates warm, man. I thought that was it.
right, but that's a bad thing because they don't like heat. That's
What?
why your nuts sag when it gets hot.
but that's only in the process of like the creation of it. Because once it's actually made, it goes inside of your body. You know what? Let's swap topics.
Tucker, describe your pubic distribution.
I'm not fucking doing that.
You, Jimmy.
Describe when you got your first pube.
Honestly,
Shut the fuck up.
I got hair growing out of my legs, and I was like, oh, that's new. And I didn't like it. I felt a little uncomfortable about it, but then I said, it's gonna happen anyway. Just stop caring. And that's my earnest response to leg hair. How'd your response go?
I found it annoying.
I also thought it was annoying.
Yeah?
So what is
Hello,
the
dog.
what is the hairiest part of your body? By capita, by
I'm not gonna
square inch?
answer that.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm not gonna answer that. I just feel like
Say
I
your
don't
head. Just say your head.
Which one?
Head?
Okay, shut up.
Man, a
Scalp.
hairy.
That actually
hairy-
got on your nerves.
What an accomplishment! I've been doing it for years.
I know, it's just like, it is very... I'm shocked at how easy it is to get on his nerves.
Why?
We've been talking about this for several minutes after we've told you to stop. How about you shut the fuck up?
You know, I think he has a point.
You put it like that.
Thank you for understanding.
So what else are we gonna talk about then, penis man?
Anything
Any-
else?
we-
Literally, I'd rather
Are
talk
you
about
literally a
bricklaying.
fucking female rapper? Up, I ran material time to talk about my genitals. Can you shut up
No, what I
about
mean-
that?
No, what I mean is like,
No, what I mean is penis. No, what I mean is penis hair. No, wait.
there have been large gaps where there's been time for someone else to speak on something. Look, do you think I want to talk about penis? Do you think I,
Then
Yes.
of
if you
all
don't,
three
then
of the
shut
people
up.
here,
I like Tucker's response.
and I have shut up, and nobody else has started talking?
Stop.
Okay, let's
Stop.
talk about beach experiences. Because we've all been to like public beaches and whatnot. I used to have a friend I would occasionally meet. I don't know his name. We never talked about names, but I saw him once, and we played in the sand and whatnot as kids do. And then I met him again, and it was the best, most euphoric feeling ever. It's like, oh my god, it's that friend I made that one time. I fucking love this guy. Don't know their name once again.
That makes sense.
And I had a beach friend, is what I'm saying. And I want to know how your like beach experiences go compared to that.
I've been to the beach, I think, like 3 or 4 times in my life, and I remember maybe one time.
Just one.
I barely remember that shit. Like you say, we don't remember the good memories usually.
I've been a couple of times. I never really liked it. Because it was always just like a very loud, very... Yeah, no, I just generally didn't like it. There wasn't really much to do. Because I was bad. I was not good at having fun when I was younger. And I hope I'm better at having fun today. I don't know if I'm much better. I mean, comparatively, I'm better.
What was fun for you when you were a
relatively.
kid? Ripping ant legs off?
No.
I liked building sand castles even though I was really bad at it. I liked sand castles.
I never understood how people built sandcastles.
Neither did I, but I tried anyways.
Literally, the fact that people just like... I never understood how it worked.
I always wanted to be like buried in sand. I always wanted to do that, and I tried doing it recently when I went to the beach with my sister last summer, I think, and my niece kept throwing sand in my face, so I stopped.
Oh. I
But
think me and Jason have buried each other before, but I fucking can't remember. It feels like we have.
I believe that in New Mexico, I want to say, there's a national park where the sand is just like pure white over there. And like, you can see it as you're driving up there. There's just a giant patch of white, and once you get in there, it's like, because of course it is literally a desert, but it's like a desert, but just snow, almost. And of course, because it's all white, beneath the surface of the sand is really cool. So if you just like put a hand into it, even, it's just very cold, like again, like snow. And they had these little sleds you could buy, so you can go like up and down the dunes. And that was relatively fun. I went there relatively recently, and that is the closest to a positive beach experience I've had, and that was not really a beach and more of just a place that has sand.
A desert.
Yes, indeed, neighboring.
Makes sense.
Does anyone else
That-
have fun desert stories?
I mean, that does sound fun. But that reminds me of the time. Of the time I went to a fuck. I can't. Okay, I can't say that actually. Just a amusement park, a water amusement park, and my family was searching for me frantically because I decided it was a good idea to like go down a river without alerting anyone that I was going down the lazy river.
Oh, I
And
thought you
so
meant
they
a
were
river,
looking.
river.
Oh no, I didn't realize river. I'm like not traveling. What's the Hickleberry Finn? I'm not doing that.
I have.
You went down a real river?
It was at some fucking Christian camp thing. It was
You went
like
to one of those?
it was when I was like really young. We were swimming in a river and I got caught by the current. My mom had to jump in and save me.
That's man, you almost died.
Pretty much.
That's one of the moments of all time.
It is one of the moments of all time.
So you jumped in the river, and then what happened? Did a barracuda bite
He
you?
almost died. Is that not interesting enough for you? What do you think would happen?
I was mostly talking to you, Chris.
Oh, the lazy river. I mean, they were searching for me frantically. I was just chilling because I wanted my own independence. I know I got in trouble when put in a timeout, but not much else besides that. I mean, anything interesting happened? I think someone died that day.
That's
What
funny.
the fuck?
Like on
Like,
the park,
at the
or just
park?
like generally?
Generally, like
Oh.
in,
Well,
in the
people die
area.
every day.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
It's fine.
That's fine. Someone dies. Oh, that's fine.
I like what the internet did to us.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, that's a real tragedy. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh.
Oh, that's funny.
What the hell are you guys talking about?
Death.
You guys know like the
okay,
shift in our
sorry.
minds from like I'll let you talk in a second. But you guys know the shift in our minds from like, oh no, we might die at school from a school shooting to like, oh wait, another one? Okay.
Yeah.
Remember when Donald Trump was able to acknowledge 2 school shootings in one tweet?
No.
He just said, like, on a tweet, God bless the name of one city, and then God bless the name of another city. My heart goes out to, like, I don't know, yada yada yada, the same stuff that you'd expect. The
Wait,
fact
so
that he
God's
was
the
able
one that
to,
caused it?
Like, that's how close in time span they happen together.
yeah, that he was able to tweet about it in real time about both. And I think that's very funny.
I mean, it's a
Well, it's
tragedy,
tragic,
but I see where you're coming
really.
from.
But I think it is a.
Part of God's plan.
Do we count religion as politics on here?
Can we not? I love talking about religion.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
religion is
on the one
politics.
hand,
It's
it's
always
really funny
political.
to talk about, but on the other hand, it's like so deeply entrenched in United States politics. It's like basically politics, even though it was never meant to be politics, and we were having several parts of our government supposedly supposed to reinforce the idea that's not part of politics, but
Also, you have to remember the fact that like at least a third of the world believes in Christianity or some form of it.
Which is technically geopolitics, which is the most fun version of politics that we are definitely qualified to talk about.
Of course, we're like experts on the topic, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking.
I think that this conflict needs to be solved with a compromise from both sides, with a real emphasis on humanity.
More violence.
I want more cobble things.
I want to see cities getting blown up by nuclear explosion. Only then will the bloodlust be at peace.
By the way, the thing I was trying to say earlier, Chris, the story you told reminded me of, I don't remember if it was my 5th or my 6th birthday, or maybe it was my 7th. But you know that park that was around where we lived, that had all those like big one buildings that they've been replaced with like plastic stuff recently?
Nope.
Near the rec center?
Kind of. I never really went there. I only went there to swim.
But you know, like of it, right? Like the park
Yeah.
that's right next to it.
Yeah,
I
actually.
went
Oh,
there.
that's the one where. Oh my god, you just triggered memories. But keep going.
So it was on one of my birthdays when I was really young there. They just got lost. Well, I didn't get lost. I knew where I was. But I just wandered into the park and I was just like standing somewhere. Nobody knew where I was. And so everyone just like went flooding into the park looking for me till some guy I didn't recognize was just like, hey.
Spider-Man, hey. Puts hand on your shoulder.
It was just like, yeah, you should go out to the front. I don't think it was exactly like that. But like, yeah. If that guy wanted to abduct me, I probably would have fallen for it.
Well, he does have candy.
Realistically. He does have free candy on my birthday. Man, wouldn't that have been fucked up if I did get abducted on my birthday? I walk into the park,
That would have been
I
kind of
don't know where
comedic.
I
No,
am, and then I just go missing. My parents would be so distraught.
Hee
What did you remember, Chris? It's so funny.
hee hee. I laughed at Chris's hee hee.
So we know that guy that like that threatened to shoot his school up with a shotgun.
Which one?
Someone threatened to shoot up our school with a shotgun.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was the white one. The one that had the
Oh.
bullies like plant shit in his backpack.
I see.
I don't remember this one. What year was it?
I would say the name, but you'd have to cut it out, and I feel like making it work for you.
Just like text it to me.
It starts with R.
Oh. You threatened it with
Oh.
a shotgun?
Yeah, so the story of the school shooting goes, he had some bullies, he had some bully problems, and apparently, I've heard it multiple versions of this, of course, you know, things get a little different each time it gets told, but his bullies decided it'd be really funny if they wrote a note for him and showed the teacher saying, "Look what I found," and it was pretty much framing him of doing shit. Now, what really happened, they said that he said he was gonna kill everyone, do whatever. So there was a person that was bullying him really hard, and he said, "I'm going to bring my shotgun and kill you." We own a shotgun. I'm going to bring my shotgun from home and kill you.
That's
And
funny.
they decide to fabricate a letter saying that he said he's going to the school and shooting everyone. Or told a teacher or something like that.
I'm gonna tell the teacher.
But anyway, I went to that kid's birthday party.
After
And it
or
was at-
before?
Before. It was at that park.
Ah.
And that's when 3 kids got permanently banned.
Permaban from the Minecraft server.
From that park, yes. So the story of that goes, we were chilling. It was his birthday party, very nice, very fun time all around. And these kids start coming up that he hates. And he starts causing a ruckus. Cause like fuck them, right? He hates him. It's his day. He's allowed to. So he starts causing a ruckus, and they start getting angry that he's causing a ruckus about them.
Was it a ruckus?
What?
Was it a ruckus?
Shut
Sure.
up.
I don't get that. I don't know why you laugh. What's the joke there?
It was just
There
a bit
was
of
no joke.
vocabulary humor.
Okay. Well, they start getting a screaming match, and we were served like such fucking southern trash shit. We were served sloppy joes for the birthday, and that's like the birthday cake, their version. I don't know.
Oh, that's terrible. If my
All
parents
right,
did
bring out
that
the sloppy
every
joes.
if my parents did that for my birthday instead of like a cake or something like that when I was younger, I would I would probably cry or something, I don't know.
On Christmas morning, because I've been asking for a 2DS all year. I said, "Did you get me a 2DS?" My mother said no, and I started bawling hysterically. And they said, "No, that we did. We just didn't want to tell you yet." And I said, "Oh, okay."
Sucks a
How
lot.
old are you?
I was a kid. I was young. I don't know.
Didn't the 2DS come out when we were like at least 10?
It was the new 2DS. Well,
Ooh,
not the new one.
DS.
It was fuck. It was around the time when 3D World was released. I mean, 3D Land was released.
Oh, it says like very early in the
Chris years.
very early years away. Man, the 3DS had way too much longevity that Nintendo. Well, I guess not way too much. Had a surprisingly impressive amount that Nintendo was able to get out of it. When I say way too much, like it was like Nintendo was squeezing it out to its last breath. Which I mean, to a degree,
kinda
I guess
were.
they were, but like, it wasn't. It wasn't like they were able to consistently put out stuff that was still pretty good.
What, you want to give them a trophy for it? They're a company.
No, I just mean like, I'm just surprised at how long they were able to keep it going without just being like, hey, let's put out 5 remakes of Super Mario Brothers for the NES.
That's only because that one guy fucking died, or stepped down, whatever he did. They got like a new CEO when the Switch dropped or something. That's why the whole like business model fucking changed.
I really miss the 3DS and DS era of games because there was so much soul. There's so much soul and love and passion I miss that we don't get in current games.
Most of Nintendo's like main guys have been just gone. The only guy who's still around from the original days is Miyamoto. So it makes sense that they're a lot more corporate. That might
Yeah.
also just be that they've expanded a lot more since then.
Well, they've also completely switched the business models. They went from long-term profits, like gathering a crowd, to just short-term push shit out.
Yes, more.
Okay.
I mean, I'm hoping for
Maybe.
the Mario Wonder.
What if Nintendo
God.
made a Mario Brothers Clash Royale? Yeah, this is actually the first Mario game in decades that hasn't had new in its name.
Because that means it's original. I'm happy about it.
Hopefully.
But what if there was a Nintendo Clash Royale? Would you play it?
No.
Would I play it? Yeah, I'd play it.
How
Chris would
long do
play
you think you'd
anything that
play
had the word Nintendo on it.
Slap
That's
Mario on it,
true.
and I'll play it.
it? If they had Mario Clash Royale,
Yes, I'd
what do you
play that.
think? What do you think Sparky would be?
Wait,
Bowser.
no, wouldn't they have original concepts? I'd say Mario would be like the wizard.
Mario would not be a wizard.
No, he'd be a wizard because like that's his whole thing. And that's just like different Marios. Like there's Mario,
Fireballs
there's
are
like
not his
Fire
whole
Mario.
thing. Jumping is his thing.
Can we
I mean,
please have goblins
Mar-
be replaced with toads?
Mario's gonna be the fucking Mega Knight.
No, we could replace him with turtles. Have the fucking like Spiel Goblins replaced with Hammer Bros, and regular Goblins replaced with just Koopa Troopas.
Tucker, you're speaking facts.
What would the Oh, you could have like paratroopas that would like
You
be
speaking-
flying creatures. Those would be the minions.
You're speaking
That's
big
minions.
Gunga money right now.
The fucking Royal Ghost would just be a Boo.
That's stupid. That's not how booze work, stupid.
Shut the fuck up. No one asked you.
Did you know
I like the
Chain
idea.
Chomp came about when Miyamoto was walking home from school one day and a
And
dog
Chomp came
scared
about and
him?
Miyamoto had a big fucking constipation. He couldn't get it out. He had to chomp down his asshole and scrape it out with his teeth.
Shut the fuck up.
Did you know that Super Mario Brothers 2 was originally released in Japan as Meat and Fuck Kingdom?
You say meat and fuck?
You know, the Super Mario series is named after the main character Mario.
That's new. That's fake news.
Meat and huh?
Do what?
He did what in his cup? Cars is not a good movie. Does anyone
Cars?
like Cars?
I
I
like
think the original one was okay, but it
I-
just slowly started dropping off.
I like Mater.
The entire idea of Cars is fundamentally flawed.
What if cars had feelings?
It's just like so much of everything. There is very little that has changed about them being cars. They race.
I mean, yeah.
It could have just been a racing movie.
I also like how like fucked up their anatomy is, because it just depends from like on the car basis where their eyes are and shit.
I like the existence of the Pope Mobile.
Was that a thing?
Yes. Wait, you mean in
Wasn't
real
it-
life or in Cars?
In Cars, wasn't Cars 3 based off like they were going around the world? They said there was also like a spy movie happening or some shit.
That was
I'm pretty
Cars
sure,
2.
yeah. I don't know. There's like 4 of them, isn't there?
No, there's only. Is there a 4th?
Is there 4? I thought there was
a
3.
I don't
The
know.
third
I
one
don't
came out,
count.
Like recently.
Not recently. It's been a couple years.
It has been. I forget how time has become a void ever since the virus.
The Irish.
The virus.
What time are you sitting at, by the way?
We are currently at 47 minutes, basically 48 though,
That's crazy.
which I think is really good
Fucking
compared to how
hard,
bad we were doing yesterday.
What are you
It's 'cause
talking
we kept trying to talk about Halloween yesterday.
That never happened.
Right, this was supposed to be another attempt. Hey guys, do you have any funny Halloween beach stories?
I do. It's about the time I punched your jaw in.
Do you think we should call this one the beach episode?
Do you guys remember the time when I don't know if that one guy was like threatening me at the coding class, and he's like, "You better tell me who told you that." And he like stood up and he tried looking intimidating, except like I said, "Dude, sit your ass down. I am like 2 times taller than you," and he just stopped. He just stopped everything. You remember that?
I don't know if I was
Nope.
there for that, but it sounds
It was
like it must
'cause-
have been funny.
It's because his girlfriend and him broke up. And he's like, "Who fucking told you that? You better fucking tell me." I was like, "Dude, sit your ass down." It was Tucker, you were there because you laughed in his face.
Oh, you pointed and you laughed?
Nate was there too. I could say Nate. I don't know who his name is. Nate, the white guy.
I like how we just randomly pick and choose when we want to say one name or another. It's like,
It's
oh,
okay,
extremely
it's
common name, but
fine.
he was a
You
school
never
shooter?
know what's real. You never know what's fake.
Nate the Great. He's quite irate.
Yeah, I'll let shit you
He
decide.
eats the food all off his plate.
Nate would never.
But when he goes into debate,
He certainly is great.
tries to make a new clean slate.
It's just
But
poetry
sadly,
class, or we're doing a
truly
poetry reading.
is his fate. To go home and to master...
Master the
knitting.
baiting craft.
To master debating draft, triple draft, Clash Royale, WoG.
We did a win.
Wow. Do you know
Honestly,
if we're allowed to talk about our D&D games on here?
Yeah, why not? It's a podcast. We give a fuck.
So we've been doing some D&D sessions lately. We've been doing some dungeons, doing some dungans.
I'll be honest, I find it really funny that the DM was saying that it's not all about combat, as we do only combat for the last 3 sessions.
I was saying that's all we've been doing,
Yeah, like,
and it's fun for me.
it's funny because last session, Chris's character got extra XP for role playing well when he just kept walking because his mind was controlled, and he just took the same action for the whole session. I feel like
And
I
this
was-
maybe
I
was
was-
the first time I actually
for
did
the
stuff.
fact that like
The first time I actually fucking roleplayed too.
I roleplayed good. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Also, my rolls were garbage. I don't think I hit anything that entire time.
I've been rolling high pretty consistently, which scares me
I haven't.
because eventually, when I need it, my luck's gonna be bad.
I honestly might pick up Magic Missile just so I can fucking hit something.
Magic Pissile.
You don't have to roll to attack.
There's not a check. It's like the best spell in the game, man.
It honestly is, unironically.
Technically, the best spell in the game is Wish, since you can just cast infinite magic missile.
Okay, it's one of the best first level spells, so how about you shut the fuck up?
About
about
Wish,
you?
is it as broken as we used it the first time we used it?
No.
Or is it
It's not that broken.
okay? Because when we used it, we were like really. I made him use one of his wishes to make it to where if anyone had any harmful thoughts about attacking me, their head would fucking explode.
Thought crime.
What did they say? I didn't hear it.
Thought crime.
Top crime, it's from a novel.
From George Orwell's book, 1984.
1984. I honestly love that book.
I find it really funny how people say that George Orwell was actually predicting how liberals try to get him to pay taxes. When, like,
He was socialist.
the book was... I find it really funny how people argue about what political ideology Orwell had. But I especially
I feel
just
like
find
the
it funny how,
book
like,
makes it
everyone
pretty
who
obvious.
reads the book just sees it as, like, obviously this is showing that society needs to collapse so my ideology can rise from the ashes.
Pretty much.
Oh,
Because who
Chris,
needs
you are a
political
meanie.
freedom, am I right? What the fuck were we talking about before 1984 came up?
1984 came about because we said thought crime because we were talking about Chris using Wish to make people who thought
Oh, yeah, the
crime
risk
go
spell.
boom. Kaboom.
It seems like really busted, but there's a chance that like you can never use it again. And when you do use it, you usually like can't cast magic and your hit points are like reduced for a while. You're like extremely weak after casting it because of how much it takes out of you.
That's fun.
Indeed.
So what is the actual wish? Because the version I know is the one that makes me a literal god.
I'm pretty sure you can wish to be a god. I'm not sure about that though.
Let me check. Wish Wikidot.
It can resurrect people from the dead and stuff, so.
Oh, about the dead.
Wish
My
is the
character.
mightiest
fucking-
spell a mortal creature can cast. By simply speaking aloud, you can alter the very foundations of reality in accord with your desires. The basic use of this spell is to duplicate any other spell of 8th level or lower. You don't need to meet any requirements in that spell, including costly components. The spell simply takes effect. Alternatively, you can create one of the following effects of your choice. You can create one object of up to 25,000 gold pieces in value that isn't a magic item. The object can be no more than 300 feet in any dimension, and it appears in an unoccupied space that you can see on the ground. You can allow up to 20 creatures that you can see to regain all hit points, and you end all effects on them described in the Greater Restoration spell. You can grant up to 10 creatures that you can see resistance to a damage type of your choosing. You grant up to 10 creatures you can see immunity to a single spell or other magical effect for 8 hours, so you can make yourself and all your companions immune to like life drain from a lich. You can undo a single recent event by forcing a reroll of any dice roll made within the last round. So say that your best friend fails a death save and he's dead, boom, you can make him reroll that. Or if your foe gets a bad crit, or like say you have an opponent who gets a really good effect off and you don't want that to happen, you can just make him reroll that.
Or also like the most basic soulless uses of it too. It's supposed to, you should always leave that shit open to creative interpretation and shit.
You might be able to achieve something beyond the scope of the above examples. State your wish to the DM as precisely as possible. The DM has great latitude in ruling what occurs in such an instance. The greater the wish, the greater likelihood that something goes wrong. The spell might simply fail. The effect you desire might only be partly achieved, or there might be some consequences. So it'll be like a genie saying that, okay, you're rich forever now, but because you have so much money, it's not worth anything. The stress of casting this spell to produce any effect other than duplicating another spell weakens you. After enduring that stress, every time that you cast a spell until you finish a long rest, you take 1d10 necrotic damage per that spell's level, which gets really bad when you get like 8th level spells. This damage can't be reduced or prevented in any way, so if you're resistant to it or if you have some special effect that Paladin gives you, no way of getting out of it. In addition, your strength drops down to 3, if it is already, for 2d4 days. For each of those days that you spend resting and doing nothing more than light activity, your remaining recovery time decreases by 2 days. Finally, there's a 33%.
Why the fuck are we reading off this on a podcast? Is this our podcast? We're reading descriptions of shit? I just realized how ass. Yeah, I mean, I guess, but like, I didn't need to know all that. I guess. I just wanted to like fucking.
It's like don't need to constantly be talking about dead hookers.
I mean,
I prefer the dead hooker conversation.
Dead hookers
I won't lie.
is a lot more fun. I'm not gonna lie. But like, it doesn't all need to be dead hookers. I can have some of them be alive.
Shut the fuck up.
All I should talk about.
I had a really funny joke. I just didn't say it because you'd probably have to cut it out because how fucking nasty it genuinely would have been.
Okay, anyways. So?
Is it?
No. How about it? How's the wife and kids, Hazel? How's the wife and kids?
Don't know what to talk about.
Okay.
So, there was something I was about to talk about. There's something to do with the wish spell as well. I feel kind of dumb and bad and stupid now.
We don't need to keep talking about the wish spell.
I wanted to mention that my little guy, you can revive me without needing an item to do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You mean we still need the spell, we just don't need the material components.
Mm-hmm.
If none of us have the spell, then it's kind of pointless.
We have a cleric. If he's worth.
We have your mama.
Yeah, but the cleric's also racist. We're gonna need to bully that cleric into like working with us.
So,
looks like we're coming up on time. Just about.
Are you sure it's time if we cut out everything we just talked about?
No. Anyway, like, we just hit the 1 hour mark on the recording, so we still have, like, plenty of time by just being like, we technically just hit una hora. Or una hora,
okay.
Yes, technically.
So, how's it going?
Well, let's
thinking
talk about some Halloween stories. You don't have any fun Halloween stories?
Fuck up. Stop.
You know, I
one time
one time when it was Halloween, I dressed up as Waluigi, and my brother dressed up as Wario. That's pretty funny, I think.
One Halloween in elementary school, I went as in a Mario costume and I had a hole in my ass, and everyone kept making fun of me.
One time, it was around Halloween, and my half-brother Cagney, I was like super young, and he was like, and I guess probably about my age now. This is at the house that we lived in before. He had his own room for whenever he was here. I wasn't always, here. Or I guess there, technically. But one year, this was back when Slender Man was like a thing, he dressed up as Slender Man by getting a black skin suit and just putting a paper plate on his face. I don't know if he like stapled
That's
it on
so
there or taped
lame.
it or whatever. But there was a game that he'd play where the big, hairy, beefy creature that is my brother Cagney would show us how to play Slender Man. Where we would hide in his room, he would find us, he would stuff us under his mattress and into his like bed frame, and he would just sit on top of the mattress.
Uh-oh, guys, time to play Slender Man. Touch my body. I thought it was going somewhere like that, then it just didn't.
And sometimes he'd just sit directly on us. And that's
That's
just
a
so
good Slender
fucking
Man.
stupid.
When I was a kid, I used to give massages in air quotes by stepping on my sister's back and walking on her back. That's it. I just walk. Because I found
Did
it
you
fun.
like stomp and walk?
Did I what?
Did you stomp and walk?
Stomp and walk?
It's just a
Yeah.
crip
Did you
walking.
physically harm her?
Oh, I did actually, yes.
Did you
That's
tell
what
your
I was
sister you were
asking.
crip walking?
I don't know if I did
Shut
that very.
up.
What? Did I say something, Tucker?
No. No.
I didn't say something, so what's wrong with me then, huh?
I don't like you. That's
That's
it. I just don't like you. Get out! Get out!
I'm sorry.
Fucking.
You know?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
You
Can
know,
someone please
no.
clarify?
We were playing the D&D campaign, and the person we're playing with, the British person, there's this British guy, and he is lovely. We like him. He's pretty fun to hang out with, whatever. So we're playing, and he says, "So I'm going to," and then I said, "No, you're not," like under my breath, and the DM heard it, and then the DM said, "No, you're not," and then I laughed really hard because he got confused and said, "What? Wait, what? Did I do something wrong? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you
It's just
mean?
made
No?"
funnier by the fact that he's new, and he doesn't really know how a lot of things work. Like, we had to teach him what, like, spell slots and stuff were, like, toward the end of the session, and he's playing a spellcaster. Which luckily he seemed to have, like, caught that on his own, but he didn't know, like, the name for it or anything like that. He's been great so far. I feel kind of bad, because I feel like we're doing a bunch of silly nonsense that probably
We
isn't
haven't had
helping
a
the
chance
learning
to do
curve at
silly
all.
nonsense. All we've done's fight.
I just mean things like, I don't know. We have
They
mostly
lit-
just been doing fighting or setting up for fighting.
My girlfriend, my significant other, if you will, was like, "No, it's not all about fights," and that's all we've been doing, and I've been loving it.
Combat's alright, except it stops being alright when I miss every single attack roll repeatedly.
Combat is very fun if you're a kobold in a cave.
It's very fun when you're actually landing attacks.
It's very fun when you have an advantage on like every attack because you're a melee creature and you have friends who are melee creatures.
Bitch,
So
I
it
wasn't a
happened.
melee creature yet, I was still here right next to you. I had to end up taking because our teammates were being trashy.
I was
As a
being great.
fucking
I gotta go in.
wizard.
Man, that was fun. I
Hey,
cannot
to be
wait
fair,
play that
I
again.
played that perfect.
Right. But is it 250 XP worth of perfect?
Look, man, I don't know. I did better than you in a battle, and you got more than me, which made no fucking sense.
I
I don't-
honestly think that whole Dale XP is fucking what's the word? Giving? No, that's hella not the way they give XP is weird. XP distribution.
They explain to me how they do it. They say, So, because you could be a pacifist apparently in D&D, and they say it's
Yeah.
unfair if people who do really good in battle is the one that get the most XP.
That's why
And
you don't
They
do
say if
XP.
you
That's
play
why
your
you do
character,
milestone.
they say if you play your character, right?
I played
mean,
my character
that's-
and didn't get shit.
It's all about
I even
playing
like
your
made
character.
a whole ass plan.
Yeah, it's all about staying in character. I think they had to call you out once for not playing your character though. I remember one time
No, they never had
specifically.
to call me out for that.
They did it to someone. I thought it was you.
No,
They said please play your character.
I don't
think
think they said that to me. No.
They specifically told you to like make sure you're staying in character when you're talking.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Fuck you.
But I was still actually playing my character how they want to be played, and I'm pretty sure I told her that I was in character when that happened.
By the way, how do you guys feel about Halloween?
Fuck off.
Think about
Well-
it, guys. It's just 2 months away.
Halloween even
It's
Lord.
like, oh my god.
Oh, it
Just 2
actually.
months away.
This is
That's
gonna be the first.
insane.
It's gonna be really sad. This is the first year I have without my best friend here.
Divorce selfie.
Yeah. We used
What
to
if-
spend
what if
every other
Tucker-
weekend together.
What if Tucker comes back just so he can be with you on Halloween? And
I
you
think
hold
it's a shit.
hands?
I would rather like a better holiday than that one.
So would I.
What if it's Christmas?
I would love that
I hate
because I
Christmas.
count Tucker as part of my family, but I think that he'd probably want to spend time with his family. That's pretty fair.
I hate the Christmas spirit.
I fucking hate Christmas so much. I appreciate free materialistic gifts though.
Yeah, I like Christmas. Well, next week's my birthday.
Whoa,
Yeah.
dude.
Chris, do you want me to buy you a new mouse?
Chris, you want me to buy you some
no.
cheese?
Because I'm gonna get a new mouse anyway, the kind I want. I'm getting we already have it like made and everything. It'll be okay.
How do you feel if I send you
Okay,
some?
Chris, I know
Hey, guys,
exactly what I'll get you. I'll buy
everyone
you a
who's listening,
Rolex
if you
golden
can-
watch.
I don't
If you
need
can
anything.
deduce Chris's location and send him some string cheese.
If you can find out where I live, you have earned the right to buy me things.
Send him some. If you can find Chris's location, send him some string cheese, and he'll let you be the new host instead of him.
Honestly, I'm thinking about it.
That's a pretty good offer, I can't lie.
And we're probably coming up on actual time now. So, how's the weather?
There is no weather.
There is no weather. Is there a when?
No. No.
Is there an if?
No. Dumbass. Stop asking.
Is there a
Okay.
them? No. No. Okay. I hate you guys sometimes. You just...
I fucking hate you too, you
We're
piece of
doing
shit.
a terrible job ending this.
No, we're
This
supposed
is
to end
great,
it.
honestly.
Are we supposed to end it? Do we do a special outro?
We ended
or
a
do we
win.
just-
We ended a win.
Where did
End
Tucker
this
join
shit.
us?
End this shit
Where
now.
did it-
Win.